My name is Marcus Chun, and this is the story of how I turned $2,000 into $500,000 in 6 months, and then lost everything. I wasn't scammed. I wasn't hacked. I destroyed my own fortune with 3 mistakes that seemed smart at the time. If you're investing in crypto, stocks, or anything else, listen carefully. Because what happened to me could happen to you. I was 26 years old when this story begins. I worked at a logistics warehouse in Phoenix, Arizona. 10-hour shifts, $18 an hour, roughly $40,000 a year before taxes. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with a roommate. Drove a 2009 Honda Civic. Ate ramen 3 times a week. I wasn't miserable, but I wasn't happy either. I was just stuck. Every day felt the same. Wake up, go to work, come home exhausted, scroll on my phone, sleep. Repeat. I'd see people on Instagram driving Lamborghinis, traveling the world, living in penthouses. And I'd think, how? How did they get there? I knew I wasn't going to get rich working at a warehouse. But I also didn't know what else to do. Then one night in November 2020, everything changed. I was scrolling through Reddit at 2 a.m. when I saw a post about Bitcoin. Someone had turned $5,000 into $50,000 in just 3 months. I clicked on it. Read the whole thread. Then I went down the rabbit hole. YouTube videos, Twitter threads, Discord groups. Everyone was talking about crypto like it was the future of money. Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins with names I couldn't even pronounce. And the stories were insane. I bought Dogecoin as a joke and made $100,000. I put $1,000 into this coin, and now I'm retired. I quit my job because my crypto portfolio pays me more than my salary. I stayed up until 5 a.m. reading these stories. My heart was racing. My hands were shaking. This was it. This was my way out. The next day, I opened a Coinbase account. I had $2,000 in my savings account. That was it. My entire safety net. My rational brain said, don't do this. You need that money for emergencies. But my desperate brain said, you've been playing it safe your whole life. Where has that gotten you? So I did it. I bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin and $1,000 worth of Ethereum. Then I watched the numbers. Every hour. Every day. Up $50. Down $30. Up $100. It was addictive. Within 2 weeks, I was up $300. Within a month, I was up $800. I couldn't believe it. I was making more money watching my phone than I was working 50 hours a week at the warehouse. By January 2021, my $2,000 had turned into $6,000. I told my roommate. He laughed and said, dude, that's a bubble. Get out while you can. But I didn't listen. Because everyone on Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube was saying the same thing. This is just the beginning. Bitcoin is going to $100,000. Ethereum is going to $10,000. If you sell now, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. So I didn't sell. Instead, I did something even crazier. I put in more money. I had a credit card with a $5,000 limit. I'd never used it except for emergencies. This felt like an emergency to not miss out on generational wealth. So I took a $5,000 cash advance on my credit card and put it all into crypto. My portfolio was now worth $11,000. My debt was $5,000. But I didn't care, because within 2 weeks, my portfolio hit $15,000. I was up 650% from my original $2,000 investment. I felt like a genius. By March 2021, my portfolio was worth $35,000. I started telling everyone, my coworkers, my family, random people at bars, you need to get into crypto. I'm up 1,600%. This is life-changing. Most people didn't believe me. Some laughed. A few got angry, like I was trying to scam them. But I didn't care. Because by April, I hit $80,000. By May, I hit $150,000. And by June 2021, I was staring at a number I never thought I'd see in my life. $500,000. $500,000. From $2,000. In 6 months, I was 28 years old with more money than my parents had ever saved in their entire lives. I quit my job. I told my boss, I'm done. I don't need this anymore. He looked at me like I was crazy. What are you going to do? I smiled and said, I'm a crypto investor now. It felt incredible. I moved out of my apartment, got my own place, bought a used BMW, started eating at nice restaurants. I posted pictures on Instagram, living the dream, self-made, financial freedom. People started asking me for advice. What should I buy? How did you do it? Can you teach me? I felt like a king. But here's what I didn't realize. I wasn't a genius. I was just lucky. And luck doesn't last forever. In July 2021, the market started to drop. Bitcoin went from $64,000 to $50,000. Ethereum went from $4,000 to $3,000. My portfolio dropped from $500,000 to $420,000. I lost $80,000 in 2 weeks. But everyone online said the same thing. This is just a dip. Buy more. This is your chance to get rich. Diamond hands. HODL. Don't sell. Weak hands get shaken out. Strong hands get rich. So I held. But it kept dropping. $420,000 became $350,000. $350,000 became $280,000. I started panicking, but I didn't sell. Because I kept thinking, it'll go back up. It always goes back up. Then I made my first big mistake. I discovered leverage trading. Leverage means you borrow money to make bigger bets. If you have $10,000 and use 10x leverage, you're now trading with $100,000. If the price goes up 10%, you make $10,000 instead of $1,000. But if it goes down 10%, you lose everything. I knew the risks, but I didn't care, because I was desperate to get back to $500,000. So I took $50,000 of my portfolio and used 10x leverage. I bet that Bitcoin would go back up. It didn't. It dropped another 15%. And in 1 hour, I lost $50,000. Just like that. Gone. My portfolio was now at $230,000. I stared at my phone in disbelief. How did I lose $270,000 in 6 weeks? But instead of stopping, I made my second big mistake. I doubled down. I thought, I just need one good trade to get it all back. So I used leverage again. This time, I bet $100,000 on Ethereum. It dropped 20%. I lost another $100,000. My portfolio was now at $130,000. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. All I could do was stare at my phone, watching the numbers drop. Every notification felt like a punch in the stomach. My friends stopped calling me. My family stopped asking how I was doing. Because all I talked about was crypto. It'll go back up. This is just temporary. I'll make it all back. But deep down, I knew the truth. I was drowning. By September 2021, my portfolio was worth $80,000. I had lost $420,000 in 3 months. But I still didn't sell. Because I kept thinking, if I sell now, I'll lock in the losses. If I just hold, it'll recover. That was my third mistake. I confused hope with strategy. In November 2021, the market crashed again. Bitcoin dropped to $30,000. Ethereum dropped to $2,000. My portfolio dropped to $40,000. I had $5,000 in credit card debt. No job. No savings. I couldn't pay rent. I couldn't pay my car payment. So I sold. I sold everything. After taxes and fees, I walked away with $35,000. From $500,000 to $35,000. I moved back into my parents' house. I was 28 years old, sleeping in my childhood bedroom, staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., wondering how I destroyed my life. My dad didn't say much, but I could see the disappointment in his eyes. My mom tried to be supportive, but I could hear the worry in her voice. I had to sell my BMW. I had to get a job at another warehouse. I was back where I started. Except now, I had $5,000 in debt and a painful lesson I'd never forget. It's been 3 years since I lost everything. I'm 31 now. I have a stable job. I've paid off my debt. I'm slowly rebuilding my savings. But I think about those 6 months every single day. And I've learned 3 lessons I wish I knew before I started. Lesson 1. Never invest money you can't afford to lose. That $2,000 was my emergency fund. I should never have touched it. When I used my credit card, I crossed a line I should never have crossed. If you're investing, only use money you'd be okay losing completely. Because in high-risk investments like crypto, that's always a possibility. Lesson 2. Take profits when you're up. When I hit $500,000, I should have sold at least half. I'd have walked away with $250,000. Even after the crash, I'd still have life-changing money. But I got greedy. I thought it would keep going up forever. It didn't. If you ever make big gains, take some profits. Secure your wins. Don't gamble everything on hope. Lesson 3. Never use leverage unless you're a professional. Leverage trading is not investing. It's gambling. It destroyed my portfolio faster than anything else. If you don't understand the risks completely, don't touch it. Even if you do understand the risks, it's still dangerous. I lost $150,000 in leverage trades in less than a month. That's money I'll never get back. So that's my story. From $2,000 to $500,000 to $35,000. I'm not telling you this to make you feel bad for me. I'm telling you this so you don't make the same mistakes. Crypto isn't bad. Investing isn't bad. But greed, leverage, and refusing to take profits? That's what destroyed me. If you're investing in anything, crypto, stocks, real estate, remember this. The goal isn't to get rich quick. The goal is to build wealth slowly, protect what you have, and never risk more than you can afford to lose. I learned that lesson the hard way. I hope you don't have to.